The original Union Pacific 119 was built by Rogers Locomotive and Machine Works in Paterson, New Jersey in 1868, and it was the 1558 steam locomotive built by that factory. In 1885, it was renumbered as Union Pacific 343, and in 1903, it was scrapped. Also, this is a replica of Union Pacific 119, which was built by O'Connor Engineering Laboratories in Costa Mesa, California in 1979, and is a 440 American type steam locomotive. So then, for the 100th anniversary of the completion of the railroad in 1969, Virginia and Truckee 44018, which is named Dayton, built in 1873 by Central Pacific Shops in Sacramento, California, and is at the Nevada State Railroad Museum in Carson City, Nevada, and was done up to appear as the two locomotives that were at the original ceremony. So the Dayton locomotive was reskinned as Union Pacific 119, but then was sold to the Nevada State Railroad Museum in Carson City, Nevada in 1978. Then the National Park Services thought it'd be a brilliant idea to just build their own replicas for demonstration purposes, and the Park Services first turned to the Walt Disney Company, which had built full-sized steam locomotives for the Disneyland Railroad, so Disney turned down the offer because they didn't think they could make replicas to within a quarter and an inch of the originals as specified by the contract. So eventually, the contract went to Chad O'Connor, who was a friend of Walt Disney and fellow train enthusiast, and Chad significantly underbid all other offers and even put some of his own money into the projects just to have the honor of building this replica locomotive as well as the Central Pacific 60 named Jupiter, which is a replica of the original, and the original blueprints of the original locomotives don't exist, so Chad and his team had to use calipers to measure up and scale up all the dimensions of the locomotive from historical photos, and all the paintwork was more of a challenge since color films didn't exist back then. The only resource available were written accounts and of the event and the various different shades of gray seen in the photos. Also, Ward Kimball, a Disney animator, contributed to the project, painting the original artwork on the locomotives, tender, and domes. And this one and the Central Pacific 60 named Jupiter was fully completed and was delivered to the Golden Spike National Historic Site in 1979. And also, there is a second replica of the Union Pacific 119 at Henry Dorley Zoo in Omaha, Nebraska on the Omaha Zoo Railroad, which was built by Crown Metal Products in Wayano, Pennsylvania in 1968, which resembles it, and it's a 30-inch gauge replica, and this one is part of the Golden Spike National Historic Park and is used for recreating the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad when the two railroads met in Promontory, Utah as well.